Yeah, what is competing with one championship on November? I actually do want to tune in. Chat, do we tune in for this one championship card? Nabil versus Haggerty. Gregorian's on the card. Christian Lee's fighting. Rodtang versus Nongo. This is wild. Rug versus Malakin rematch. That's a rematch, right? And then Superbomb versus Neri. That's a sick, sick card. I never really tuned into him live before. Even Stamp Fairtex is on there. That's a crazy card, man. Yeah. MSG's on the same day. Ah, fuck. I mean, they're competing with it. They're competing with it. Is it on a different time of the day, though? I'd actually like to do both. Monday, November the 16th. No, Saturday. Oh, it is right alongside it. Why are they so fucking retarded, man? Why are they so fucking... Oh, it starts at 11 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, I'm not going to be able to watch it, and I'll be dead after the UFC card. Why are they so dumb? Just put it on the fucking 2 Apex weeks, you fucking retards at 1FC, man. 2 Apex weeks. Gabriel Bumfrom, Randy Brown, and Steve Garcia, David Onama. You fucking idiots, man. Retards. I'd skip a fucking Apex card for this any fucking day, you dumb cunts. The fuck are they doing, man? After everyone's done with the UFC. And I'm in the UK, dead, sleepy after the UFC event at like 7 a.m. Fuck 'em, man. Retard fucking fight promoters, dude. Fuck 1FC. Fuck's sake, man. So retarded. 2 shitty Apex cards just a week or 2 before. Just fucking steamroll that weekend. PFL does this same shit as well. Dumbasses, man. You ain't going to compete with the UFC. Compete with some shitty Apex card, though. Sorry. Don't give a shit about one. Now I don't. They want to lose as a company. They don't want to succeed as a company, so fuck them. Chat, I tell you, I was in town today, and I'm a hit. I know I'm a hit. I need to control myself, though, chat, before I become egotistical and rancid to listen to and disgusting. But let me tell you, chat, I was walking through town today in my shirt. I'm a hit. It's actually over. I'm turning heads. Maybe I'm that hideous, but I tell you, chat. What's this? They were saying, what's this coming round? What's this, lad? Then give it a 2. That's what the thing was looking like. Mogging, I'll do this. It's crazy. Would you collab with Brian Campbell if possible? Yes. Then give it a $2. Yes, I'd say so. No, I probably wouldn't. Spaniard, what's this, lad? What's that? You looking like the Geico caveman again? Yes. Thank you for the 22 months of membership. I'm going for that look anyway. The Shenamo. Average reaction to seeing a pig outside of a farm. Yeah, they might have thought like a cow escaped from a local farm or some shit. But let me tell you, chat, these lot are all like hipsters and they're all like pretty looking, but they ain't a colossus. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a different specimen. I need to calm down. That will go to my head because I'm not used to that. So I need to calm down. I'm fat. I'm ugly. Thank you. Somebody, chat, spam fat, ugly in chat, please. Thank you. When I see Werner, I need to think to myself for it to get off my telly now. Have a good weekend, darling. Thank you for the $5. That's pretty good. That could go pretty well. No, let's not insult Werner. Just come. Break down how you think JDM, but if any dog puts me in a life or death situation, it's Raps. Break down how you think JDM finishes his land, please. Round 1, he gets taken down, but he survives. He's got 2-on-1. Makashev's on his back. A little bit of hairy moment at the end, but he's good. But he does some good shots early. Maybe he cracks Makashev with a good shot. Makashev catches him with some kicks, but he's good. Round 2, he starts doing well. Stuffs a takedown. Makashev pins him to the cage. He works his way back up. Keeps him there for like a minute or so. Doesn't really get the back. JDM circles out. Lands some shots. A little bit more of a competitive round, but JDM starting to get his jab. and Makhachev's feeling it a bit, but stinging him back with shots. But JDM's not budging. He's standing his base, jabbing, going to the body, landing a couple good shots. Then Makhachev shoots again. JDM stuffs it at the end of the round, and they have a moment at the end of round 2 where they're staring at each other when it goes beep after JDM's just stuffed the takedown. Then round 3, they're striking. Makhachev has some success. JDM cracks him back with some good shots, gets to center, stuffs the takedown, rips some shots on Makhachev after stuffing it and getting back up against the cage. Body shots on Makhachev. Makhachev throws something off the break, throws a big knee to the face. JDM feels it but locks in and then just goes there again. More big shots, stuffs another takedown, gets Makhachev off of him. Makhachev reluctantly gets back up and JDM just starts teeing off. 1-1-2 over the top of Makhachev's lead hand. Body shot, headshot, uppercut, fucking smash him, elbow to the fucking face! And then the ref steps in. Please. I just need this, you know? I really need this. Sorry guys, I really, kind of got a bit immersed there in the moment, but yeah, I don't really care who wins. Thank you for the 5. Appreciate the $5. I laughed for hours yesterday thinking about your teacher getting shards of glass in her eye and making that Amazon death whistle noise. It was an Amazon death whistle noise. It really was. Thank you for the 5. I've missed a lot of donos. Are you guys splitting the donos 33% each? Lucas Tracy said, guys, I don't want to be the guy to ask. I'm more than happy not to receive payment here. And then Bedtime says, speak for yourself. Yeah, speak for yourself. I need a bit of money, so just bring that my way. But Lucas genuinely went, guys, you know, I'm not going to be the guy to be like, let's do a certain split. I'm just happy for the, you know, I've got my other things going on. I got businesses I'm working on, and I'm all right. He was genuinely saying that. So you know what, dude? Lucas is out of the paycheck. But I will be giving him a bit of cash, of course, from it, yeah. Obviously, the exposure's enough, but there's going to be a big old lump sum on top of it, I would imagine. I swear if Lucas is not real. Dude, it's just like me and Bedtime had really snappy answers, and Lucas goes, listen, guys. I got a lot of things going on. I've got my, you know, hands in other businesses. I got a few things I'm working on, and, you know, and I got the channel. So I'm not going to be the guy to say, listen, I'm not going to be that guy to say that I want a share of this. But he's so funny. MMA experts raid. Whoa! We are. We're going to have to pull out some crafty sayings on the commentary for sure. Have a first date tomorrow during the live stream. Do I pull it up midday or just bail on him? Him? Oh, Kate. What's up, Kate? Thank you for the $5 during the live stream. Do I pull it up midday or just bail on him? Kate, I'm going to be real. And this is the realest thing I'll ever say. It's actually, you have to pull it out in the middle. Well, don't pull it out in the middle of the day. You might get arrested. I'm talking about the fight stream. Pull up the fight stream in the middle of the day. If he walks out, he's gay anyway. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, if I was on a date with a girl and the UFC was on and I was kind of regretting it and then she pulled up a fight stream in the middle of it, that's just proposal right then and there is happening. I'm sorry. That's just how it would have to be. Imagine you're dating a girl chat and she says, well, we got to get home. And I'm like, for what? Yuri's on in 3 hours. Absolute cinema. This is it. You know, there's no need for anything else. And I would feel like that I was being like tricked because I'm the MMA guru, of course. But if I was some random guy, that would be over. So definitely pull out the fight stream. But don't make yourself antisocial with him though. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Schmitty doing lines from his girl's bumhole. Okay. And then MMA Guru said that Sean O'Malley doesn't really like me, but I actually told him that he's a fucking loser. No, I think enjoying MMA Guru does make you a casual these days, though. It does. Chat, I'm speaking with Sean O'Malley. Me and O'Malley chat now on the phone. And what do you guys think about Schmitty making one of my videos in the future massive? What do you reckon, guys? Maybe during that slow 2 November fight night cards in the Apex, thinking maybe Schmitty calls in as a little side character and makes a video massive. Could be a good move. Worried Tom being overtrained, five camps in 9 months. I'm also terrified for it, but I'm going to bet on the improvements of Thomas Aspinall. You can tell Lucas grew up mainly around old people. Did he really? Is that a thing that he claims? Thank you for the £2. Masvidal versus Diaz White House card. Run it. Thank you for the $2 Canadian. These guys don't have a fucking... I actually could get it once, but I can't remember what he sounds like specifically. My girlfriend said I'm better than Guru. Now I'm massive. True, Schmier. Thank you for the $2. That's true. Do you think the UFC will give Pereira an easy first heavyweight fight like Jones to build up his title shot versus Aspinall? Yeah, I don't know if heavyweight versus Jones is the move, but I could see some silly like 240 catchweight type agreement, you know? Muslims are gay deep down. Thank you for the 2. I think anyone who can hit a woman is gay because I could never I'm too straight to hit a woman, chat. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't bring myself to do it. It's like hitting a dog. Not to say, you know what I'm saying? I just could, you know? Just one. It's one of them. It's one of them. Impression of Schmitty getting, but it's not one of, yeah, I don't mean to make a direct comparison, but it's just, you know, it's on that type of vibe. Impression of Schmitty getting Joe Rogan at a park. I'm not sure. Even if one attacks you with a knife. Chat, yes or no, though? No woman can really kill me without a gun. Even with a knife. Wrist control, over-unders, we're knee in the thigh up against the wall. We're marabbing it out, man. It's not going to be a brutal beatdown. There's never a need for that, man. There's never a need for that. Wrist control, Dagestani handcuff, a little bit of like a, I don't know, like a, maybe a standing, maybe a standing guillotine or something, you know? Like how Gamrot got that reporter in. They just start, yeah! Immediate wrist control, bring it down, disarm, like Sherlock Holmes, standing guillotine. That's the noises you'd hear, but it's not going to be like a beatdown, you know? Unless they try and catch me while I'm sleeping. Then it's, if I catch them anywhere near my dick with a knife or something, it's on. You know what I'm saying? Then it's on. And it's not just on, it's like there needs to be a lesson taught. Because if I didn't, like, you know, it's one of them maybe. But that's the only way I could see it and understand it. Because I've heard some horror stories about that. Impression of Schmitty getting Joe Rogan at a park. Oh, you know, Schmitty, there can be no true love without sex. He's at Disneyland. But Guru said, I don't know what Guru said. Who wins Schmitty versus light adversity? I think Schmitty would be able to get some stoicism through light. Dude, you know what's so funny about the Schmitty thing? He literally got hit on by his friend's girl. And he said, why, God? Why? That's how little self-control Schmitty has. Let that be known. I didn't over-exaggerate that point enough in the video. I did, but I should have gone harder on that. He literally, his friend's girl that he was seeing started hitting on him, and he immediately went to God is testing him. Why me, God? Immediately just blaming God. Crazy. Es muy cansado, papi. Is that something to do with fat? Tengo tacos. Tengo hambre. Tengo sed. Reservación al restaurante. ¿Qué quieres hacer? ¿Qué estás haciendo? Just all the random shit I know. Then I just sing Peso Pluma or some shit. Been wiping before bed thanks to you. Nice. It's a revolutionary technique, dude. Everyone needs to do it. Thank you for the 1 gifted membership. Gutless Waste. My girlfriend also loves MMA Guru. Thanks, dude. Ian Gary's burner. Thank you. Appreciate it, bud. Thoughts on Zach Polanski? Yuck. What a gay. Zach Polanski is a gay man. But luckily the UK has a lot of gay people and they're going to vote him in. They hate themselves. They want to go extinct. This is an impression of Donald Trump. What a bigot he is for saying things like this. These are not my thoughts, UK government, but the UK's got a lot of gay people, a lot of them, and they hate themselves. They want to go extinct. They don't hate the people that hate them. They hate the people that allowed them to be them, proving that they hate themselves. It's a very weird thing, but lesbians, I understand very much. I do. Lesbians have a great point. What's there not to love? But gays, my God, what a yucky. Anyway, sorry. Thank you for the 5. Women will be 5 for 100 pounds, asking if they could take you with a knife, as if you wouldn't cave their chest in with a Spartan kick. All right, it's so graphic, but I agree. Thank you for the $5. Madness. Thank you for the 5. I don't know. Women can be sporadic though. Like if she had like a proper powerful taser or some shit, or pepper spray or some shit, you know. Then you wouldn't know, because I don't know how I'm fighting blind. I'd have to hit like a whirlwind Beyblade move or some shit, you know? And then who knows what's happening. A crackhead tried to break into my apartment using... I'd have to hit like an L1 triangle from Lord of the Rings Conquest. If you know, you know, dude. With the warrior class, little L1 triangle move. If I was ever like pepper sprayed in the face, sorry. But then you know what I'd do if a girl ever hit me with pepper spray in the UK? I'd tell the police she had pepper spray on her and she'd do 6 months to a year in jail. And because she used it on me without any reason to, she could potentially do 2 years. Migrants get 12 months for rape, by the way. Anyway, just really pointing that out as much as I can until it's legalized in Europe. Rape's up by nearly 500%. Thank you for the 5. A crackhead tried to break into my... Oh, go to bed, Schmitty. Thank you for the 5. That would work on me. Thank you for the $5, Al Banger. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the gifted membership. Nearly a quarter already in the UFC 300s era. I know, dude. It's flying by. It's terrifying. We're all going to die soon. Thanks for bringing that up, bitch. Really appreciate that, man. I didn't get raped by a badger, no. Basically, chat, I don't want to relate it to Jesus, yeah? But I remember watching a film about Jesus when I was a kid, this cartoon. And in it, they put the stone in front of the place where they buried him. And they looked back and the giant boulder had moved and he was gone. Right? That's the story. There was this hole in the back of our fence in the garden where a badger had got through. Okay? Slowly, he had gnawed his way through this fence. Okay? So I put a giant fucking brick, when I tell you a giant brick that was quite difficult to carry, in that gap to prevent him from getting back in there. And I heard a noise when I left that brick, yeah, and turned back around. And it had moved. It had been completely bodied out of that hole. And the badger was in the garden. That's the noise they make. Trotting about the garden, literally like... trotting like that around the garden with like, it's flexing its shoulders as well as it literally had capped delts. So I ended up going in the shed and then it just started like thinking I was in there and headbutting the door. Dum, 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 like that. And then I opened the door and it shit itself a little bit because I think it thought like there was a little like mouse in there or something. That's how pathetic I must have been. But I think it thought there was something small in there that it could kill. But I ended up opening the door and it kind of just fucking shit its pants a little bit. But yeah. It was crazy. But I was just hoping it would go away, but it was genuinely trying to body this door open, thinking I was in there. But then when I showed that I wasn't just scared of it and just started walking towards it after opening the door, it kind of shit its pants. But a honey badger probably would have went for me anyway. Thank you, Charlie Lund. I appreciate pushes for the accuracy, you know. Would you be open to a bet? Fun stuff, for example. If I win, you promote my channel? Nah, fuck off. Acting like you have any level of leverage. Thanks for the $5, retard. My brother in Christ, you remind me... Thank you for the 5. Inbred retard strength is a real thing. It's a very real thing. It's a very real thing. Paddy May at Tard Max a win. He could, and you know what, chat? Thank you for the membership, Tobias Sion. Do you know what, chat? Oh, thank you for the 5. Go watch... Oh, Chevron, shut up a second. Right. You know what, chat, is a crazy stat to say because you never thought you'd say this. You know about 2 years ago when we were saying Holloway has the greatest chin we've ever seen in MMA history? Chat, Max Holloway's been dropped in his last 3 fights. In a row. Never been dropped. Never been. Dude, Holloway, what have you got to do to get some respect out of Holloway? What the hell have you got to do to drop Holloway? He's been dropped his last 3 fights in a row. So, you know, I know he's fought some heavy hitters, but that you might be right on the fact that Pimlick could tard Max his way through. And no pun intended with the tard Max. That's nothing to do with Max. Thank you for the 5. Go watch the trailer of Primate. It's about a tamed chimp getting rabies and murking his adoptive family. Rogan was probably jeezing at the sight of it. No, I don't want to see that. But thank you for the €5. I'll check it out after maybe. But I can imagine Rogan going crazy about that. They'll rip your fucking face off. A young boy. You know what I'm saying? Do. Impression of Bryce noticing you're Jewish. I'm not Jewish. What do you do if Tom gets TKO'd by the teep spams? I'll cry. I'll cry. I will cry. I think I'll genuinely be moved to tears. But chat! Massive news. How many people are in here? Thank you for the 2. Good to see you, brother. By the way, wiener poop. Thank you. You could raise a barn by yourself. They'll love you. I could raise a barn. Maybe I'll have to do that. Thank you for the 2. Chat, huge announcement, chat. This is a huge announcement, okay? Guess who messaged me sincerely apologizing and saying if there's any way he can fit me into his fight week schedule for an interview? It's on! Yeah! Yeah, dude! It's on. Hopefully it happens. I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But Tom has assured me he's going to try and see if there's any moment where he can get free time. So best believe I'm going to be awake and fucking stimmed out waiting at my computer for any moment. Any moment in the day, I'll be ready. I'm not going to sleep next week. Okay? That's just how it's going to work. I'm ready, dude. There ain't going to be no him messages me, but I'm not awake yet. None of it. That's just how it's going to work. I'm ready, dude. There ain't going to be no him messages me, but I'm not awake yet. None of it. I'm up till 8 a.m. I'll be up at 4 p.m. ready. At all times, dude. He said, sorry, mate. I deleted the old IG. Close to fight. So come back to check the DMs, mate. I'm going to get my fight week schedule when I land, and I can let you know if I have any free time. So it's not on, for sure. It's not guaranteed, but God damn it, he cares about me, chat. I knew it. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't because he saw the... I wasn't really being too offended by him not replying. I knew it was his fight week and that. And maybe he has more important things to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's all good. We're boys, dude. We're just boys. That's how it goes, Adlai. Trivia time picker. Who refed Vettori versus Costa? I don't fucking know. Marvin Vettori versus Paulo Costa. Who refed that fight? Jason Herzog. Thank you for the £2, I would imagine. Oh, yeah. Speaking of John Jones and Gable Stevenson both being gay. Me and Craig Jones are doing a collab in the Makachev JDM build-up is the plan. So that should be a good one. I'm sure that might be my most wild interview yet. The Darren Till one's hard to beat based on the circumstance. But, yeah, me and Craig Jones are going to do a collab. Oh, yeah, and if you didn't know earlier, Tom Aspinall did reply to me and said, you know me, I didn't notice that, but if I can find time during fight week, I'll definitely get it done. So he's going to see if he can find time in his schedule on fight week, and I'll be ready. Any moment, any time. Where is it? Oh, his fight's in Abu Dhabi. Okay, so I should try and be up reasonably early this week. Okay, we might have to have a good sleep schedule. That'll be fun. Sorry. Impression of Yuri and Tony Ferguson. Wait. If Holland wins tomorrow, we should make him move back to 185 and get slimed by Izzy for a tune-up. I really like Israel Adesanya versus Baralho, though. I think that's a very winnable matchup for him and a dangerous matchup at the same time. And interesting because it's the Fighting Nerds CKB thing and they had that face-off a while ago, so that could be good. Do you think Andrew impression of Schmitty doing lines from his girl's bumhole? Okay. And then MMA Guru said that Sean O'Malley doesn't really like me, but I actually told him that he's a fucking loser. Can you believe that? Yeah, Schmitty, I can. Now get the rest of it. Thank you for the 2, sorry. I have this strange feeling that Dober will lose. He's not going to be motivated enough, I hear it. Make Hasbull a face expression when he sees John's deer. Real concern. Thank you for the 2. Dude, Hasbullah's face was so funny. Impression of that girl trying to do a CTE Volk impression to show Schmitty it's not that hard while Schmitty's in the corner rocking back and forth crying. Okay. Schmitty, I got an impression for you. Cheer you up. I mean, come on now. You know, we'll put some pizzas in the air fryer and everything will be okay. It's not about pizzas right now. He's done another video on me. Thank you for the 2, sorry. Why does Tim speak like that? And why are Sean's only friends people that he met on Fortnite? Chat, isn't that kind of like more... Chat, if you're a famous... I'm going to say this about that, though. If you're a famous celebrity, isn't that more of the one of the more genuine ways to make friends? Sean O'Malley really could have just been personal friends with, like, the Nelk boys. And I know he knows them. And other influencers now that he's made it in the fight world. Just rallying up the old Fortnite crew from when he was younger. That's kind of cool. Dude, if I could bring back my fucking Halo 5 League play squad. So, you know what I mean? That's the dream right there. So I feel like that's actually more genuine than, like, any other option. Even though they're weirdos and some of them are retards. That's probably more genuine, you know? They were there before he even made it into, like, the Contender Series and any of that, while he was just on the regional scene. Bum, bum, bum. My God, that's pathetic. It's not pathetic.